In the middle of your screen, you're going to see the current format that you have for your daily menu. And if you like that current format but just want to tweak it, you're going to go to the left, and where you see the word document and everything underneath it, that's where you can manipulate it and change it. If you want to start out fresh, you're going to select one of these presets. Now, do not do this if you don't want to erase everything you've done, because this is going to start you out fresh. This just gives you some ideas to consider. There's a single page you could do, and this puts all your breakfast, lunch, and dinner on one page, and then you can go manipulate it. We got one meal per page, so you can go through each one of these presets and just see what they do. And we can do lunch and dinner. That just does lunch and dinner on one piece of paper, and so on. So you can look at these presets and do what you'd like. Again, do not do this if you do not want to start from scratch, because it'll erase everything. We're going to try one meal per page and just start with that one. Now when we go to the left here and look at and hover my mouse over the document, each one of these areas is going to have a little cog to the right, and you can click on it and it'll open it up, and then you can manipulate what you want to do for the document as a whole. I can go to the logo and do the same thing, the title, and so on. Each one of these is going to have the cog. You can open them and close them. Also, there's an arrow that'll expand and contract the list. So if I want to bring it, just have one thing, you just contract it. And then I want to go down to the meals and expand it or contract it. I can go to the notations and the nutritional information. And then you can close these back up as you choose. Now when I go to one of these, like the document, and do the cog, you can hover over each one of these areas and it'll have a pop-up telling you what they'll do. So make sure you hover and look at what they do, and then you can play with it. So if I want to underline everything in my document, I can click on underline. Maybe I want to make everything a little bit bigger, and I'm going to say 300. And that'll make it pretty big. That's too big for me. Maybe I'll go back to maybe 200 wasn't too bad and do that one. Anyway, you can play with this as you choose to. I think I do want to put a border on it though, and that's not too bad. Now I can do a dashed line or dotted line, or change the color and so on and so forth. We'll just leave it like that. Now I could say, you know, I don't want the logo, and turn it off by turning the check mark off. I don't want the title, and maybe I don't want the date. That makes it pretty bare. I do think I want to do the logo, and I think I want to do the date. You know, I think I want to move the date from the bottom to the top. And so I can, right now it's in the footer, and it'll put that up there. And then I can turn that cog off. Well, you know what, I think I want to put a little bit buffer between the breakfast menu and the morning course. So let's put a little padding and maybe put 5. There, that gives me a little bit room. I like that one, so we'll turn that one off. And I don't want to have breakfast, so I'm going to turn on, let's look at the different meals. These are the ones that are showing right now. Let's turn off the morning meal. Now we just have lunch and dinner, so dinner's at the bottom. And okay, that looks pretty good. I think I also would like to go to the category. And you know, maybe I'm not sure what it means by category. There's a container and a label. Sometimes I'll just underline it and see what it does. And also it just underlines all my things in there in my categories. I think all I want to do is underline my labels. So we'll starter, main course. Okay, that's looking pretty good there. And then I can close that. I can do the recipes. So if I'd like to try a different font. There's all these different choices. I'm just going to pick a random one. Carla. Let's see what that one looks like. Okay, not my favorite, but we'll stay with it. And let's look at the notations, and we got the nutritional icons. Now if you don't want to show some of these nutritional ones, you can turn them on and off here as you choose to. I think I want to make the label there a little bit smaller where the icons are. Let's just do 75. And there, that's a little bit smaller down there. Anyway, you can see how you just keep playing with these, turn them on and off, and expand and contract, and so on. Again, just wanted to caution you, once you get it like you want, do not do these presets, because you'll start over, and you don't want to do that once you get it how you want. And then every day will remember what you do, and you come back to it, it'll be just like this. So that is today's menu.